Good morning, everybody. I am going to talk to you today about celebrating difference. So for this act of worship, it follows on from the one that Holly did last week. And if you remember, she was talking about how we're all parts of the same body. We're all going in the same direction. And part of that is that we work together. But when we're working together, we all have different strengths. And it's important that we're able to recognize what our strengths are and celebrate our own strengths and the strengths of others so that when we work individually and together, it's a success. Okay, so I want you to think about your fingerprint. Have a look at it now. Have a look at your fingerprint. I'm going to have a look at mine. Look at your thumb, because there it's clearest. And you can see there are lots of lines. And that is called your fingerprint. And did you know that your fingerprint is unique? There is nobody else who has a fingerprint like yours. Isn't that extraordinary? You are an incredible human being. There is nobody else in the world like you. Even if you're an identical twin, you are different. Your experiences might be similar, but ultimately they're different. Your skills, your talents might be similar, but they're different. How you look might be identical, but there will be the smallest, slightest difference somewhere. Isn't that incredible? You are unique. You are special. What an extraordinary thing. So what does that word unique mean? In our vision, school vision, we talk about it as being precious. But unique in particular means that there's only one of a kind, one of its kind, unlike anything else. What an extraordinary thing. So what makes you unique? Have a think. What makes you unique? Maybe it's how you look. Maybe it's how you think and what you think. Maybe it's your feelings. Maybe it's your personality. Maybe it's what you like and what you don't like. It's what you experienced in life and what you will experience in the future. It's everything about you makes you unique. We've talked about strengths, haven't we? That's something I love to talk about because often we talk about things we're not good at. But let's talk about what you are good at and what makes you special. So one aspect that is picked up in the Bible from Isaiah, I want to talk to you about here. It says, "And yet, O Lord, you are our Father, we are the clay, and you are the potter." What it talks about there is how God has created all of us uniquely and individually so that we are special, and that he has shaped us like somebody that works with clay shapes the clay. So somebody that works with clay is called a potter, and they shape and they work with clay in lots of different ways. And what I want you to think about is, how am I shaping myself? How am I being shaped? What are my talents? What are my strengths? And what will they look like in the future? And there you can see someone, and you can working with that clay and shaping it. And we all shape things and shape our own lives in different ways, and we'll all end up with different results, just in the same way that if you've made some Roman pots and pinch pots like these ones, they all end up looking different, don't they? And that's a celebration of difference. Wouldn't it be boring if everyone and everything was the same? So I had to think about what makes me unique. And I thought about my height. I'm tall, makes me unique. The fact that I can juggle, I like that. Lots of people can juggle, but perhaps nobody quite like me. Nobody can do it in the way I do it. And that's important, and that makes a difference. Some people are obviously better than me at juggling, lots of people, and some people aren't quite as good. But I do it in my own way, and that's special. One of the things I am is patient, and I think that's a strength of mine. And I stay calm. And I also love learning, and that's something that I think is really unique and special about me. It doesn't mean as well that other people don't love learning at all. It just means the way that I do it and I feel about it is special and unique for me. So I wonder what makes you unique. And I want you to have a think about that. Maybe write it down if you'd like to. Maybe share it with somebody if you'd like to. Why don't you do that now? Have a little think. Just for a moment, have a period of reflection. What makes me special? What makes me unique? why don't you share it with the person next to you or somebody in your class? Your teacher will help you. There won't be time to listen to everybody's, so maybe just one or two people, just for 30 seconds. Okay, maybe we can come back, teachers, to all the other responses. And if people would like to write them down as well, it's a great thing to do, to acknowledge your brilliance to yourself and to others is a wonderful thing to do. Okay, so just before we move on to the next one, I just want to think about a story that celebrates difference. And it thinks about it in relation to animals. And the book I want to show you is this one, called Wild About Us. And I'm going to share it with you. Here it is. Okay. Wild About Us. I'm Warty Warthog. Can't be who I'm not. I am who I am, and I've got what I've got. I have tusks, I have warts, but I like what I see. In my own special way, I'm as cute as can be. Yes, sirree, we are all the way. We are all meant to be. Crocodile's proud of his big, toothy grin. Rhino feels fine in her wrinkly skin. Elephant's confident, nothing is wrong. He knows that his nose is supposed to be long. No one laughs at Giraffe because she's lanky and tall. Here at the zoo, there is room for us all. Would you dare tell Flamingo he shouldn't be pink? Or pot-bellied pig, she's too plump, do you think? We never tease Tortoise for being so slow. He's not meant to hurry or scurry, you know. Does Porcupine care that she can't curl her hair? Is Leopard upset? He has spots everywhere. Hippo is happy. She loves her behind. It wiggles, it jiggles. It's one of a kind. She's proud of precisely the way it's designed. Chimp's ears stick out, as you clearly can see. But he thinks they're charming, and we all agree. Kangaroo has huge feet, but you don't see her pout. She has much better things to be thinking about. We're glad we're all different. It would be such a shame if you came to the zoo and we all looked the same. And so it is with humans. It would be a shame. And in fact, it would be far, far worse for all of us if we were all the same. So celebrate yourself. Celebrate what makes you unique. And celebrate the ones that you love and care for, your friends and your family, your teachers, everybody around you. Celebrate what makes them unique and special as well. If you want to create your own something special, thinking about those animals in the book, then you can make something in Play-Doh. You could do that if you're at home. You could perhaps have a think about what unique creature can I create? And remember, you're using your fingerprints to do that, your unique fingerprints that will shape something like nobody else has ever shaped before. It will be unique. There's another example. And another thing my children have recently found at home, I don't know whether you've done it, is a great YouTube channel, which we'll put onto the website, called Draw with Rob. It's a really fantastic way to draw some unique characters. So if you haven't got any plasticine or any Play-Doh, you can perhaps follow Rob's instructions to draw some of the characters which he's created. But while you're doing it, remember, although you're trying to copy him, it will end up unique. It won't look the same as his, it will look different. And once you've explored his ones, you can create your own ones. I'll put a link on the website and on Twitter so that people can see those. All right, let us pray, nice and calm. Thank you, Father, for making us special and making each of us unique. There is nobody in the world like me, and there is nobody in the world like you. Thank you for all our special talents, strengths, for our looks, for our skills, our abilities, and our experiences, the ones that we have had and the ones that we will have in the future. Amen. Right, everybody, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you soon.